Here is something that I proudly built back in 2005, 2006 out of 3 different bikes, some bed frame, a couple other miscellaneous parts, all kinds of random things that I had laying around the house and things like that. This is the Trike. It has a 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine on the back. It is a little dangerous to ride. It is a 3-wheeler. It tends to tip on you. Also known as Project Death Trap when we started it. Me and Graham and Greg, Jason Harris. I did have a lot of help from my friends put this together. Jason and Greg helped me paint this the color that it is, navy blue. Graham helped me patch up one day because this thing was looking terrible when I first built it. It was like 3 or 4 different colors because there was different bike parts. Matter of fact, I'll show you. Excuse me. Let's start with the front. How about that? Now here's the front. This right here is actually a Schwinn 20-inch bicycle. That is where the back tire would go on that 20-inch bicycle. See that? There's where the pedals would be, right here, where I have the foot pegs. This is for your feet. And on the other side, and then your steering column. But I got that coming back here to this piece of metal right here. That's part of a bed frame that I got. And I welded it in here to, I think that was like this piece right here was a 26-inch bicycle that Joe gave me. This was the back part of it. The pedals would go here, coming out right here. Graham actually convinced me, hey, let's patch in all these holes, man, make it look better. So Graham actually took the time for, I think it was like 2 or 3 nights, and he cut out all the sheet metal, and I welded them all in place. On that side, and then on this side, there's another 20-inch bike, or I'm sorry, a 26-inch bike that I cut down, and that's where the pedals would have been, right here. And then the back piece right here, that's where the seat post would have been right there. And then there's the rest of the frame. There's the other side of the 20-inch Schwinn that used to be on here. I do have a battery on here. I decided I'd go ahead and go a little bit further and put some lights on it, make it look pretty cool. By the way, Graham also reupholstered the seat with the black seat because it was some kind of orange, really ugly looking color. But I do have taillights on here. They don't work. Brake lights anyway, they don't work. But right here on the handlebars, if you push this switch up, we got a headlight right there. And then also at the same time, the taillights come on. Of course, I had to go with the beehive lights with the shiny chrome on there, because I do have a little bit of chrome. The foot pegs are chrome, and the fork in the front is chrome. And then if you take this switch right here and you turn the lights off, and if you push down like that, I got a light down here for the engine bay, because sometimes the belt would slip off when you're riding. Not good. Anyway, this is how it works. When you got your feet up here on the pegs, what you do is you push down on this like that, and that actuates this right here. You see I got that spring on there, and it would push up on the belt and put tension between the back tire and the special little homemade pulley that I made. The pulley that I made is nothing more than another 20-inch bike tire rim, which I welded on there. You can see I just took that, I centered it as best as I could, and I welded it right along with my other rim that has a tire on it. And that's how you're able to go. You just push down on this with your foot right here on the handlebars, This is your throttle right here. And that controls it right back here, just like that. Right on top of the motor. Thank you, Ronnie Hatfield, for giving me this engine. However many long years ago it was. She is still running strong. Anyway, this has been a project of mine that I've taken great pride in, that I've worked on for so long. It was my first welding project ever that I actually used that MIG welder right there to do it all. That was given to me by a buddy of mine many years ago for fixing his plasma cutter. He just gave me this welder and said, "Here, Mike, you can have it for fixing my plasma cutter." I was like, "Awesome, man. Well, we'll put it to use." And I put it to use. And I built the three-wheeler. I did have air horns on it. But unfortunately, my air horns quit working. The pump still works. You can still hear the pump down there. It still works, but the horns don't work anymore. So anyway, that's a three-wheeler. It's fun to take out. Top speed I think we got on this thing was about, I think it was 28 miles per hour. And boy, you didn't want to turn when you were going that fast on it. But it's a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun to build. So cool. You know, there's one thing that I want to add to this. In my pile of parts here, where's it at? You know, I had an exhaust system on this a long time ago. And I ended up cutting it off because it didn't look good. So I actually built a new exhaust pipe system for it. Chrome dual pipes. Eventually, we'll get these bad boys in there like that. So I have an exhaust out on the left side of the tire and the right back tire. Should be pretty cool. More chrome on the back. Never-ending project. Anyway, thanks for checking it out.